Well, this video is going to be a campground review of the Monroe Canyon RV Park, and we'll jump right into it after this. Well, the Monroe Canyon RV Park is actually another park within the coast-to-coast system. There are definitely pros and cons with every RV park you're going to find, and it's no different here at Monroe Canyon. This park is considered a premier resort for coast-to-coast. I still don't understand what declares premier versus classic versus deluxe, premier being the top, deluxe then classic at the bottom, other than the way that you're treated when you're booking, but all in all, this is a really nice park, very quiet. The only noise you're going to find is probably on busy holiday weekends. It is a prime area for ATVs. There are hundreds upon hundreds of miles, if not thousands, of trails, ATV trails, throughout these hills surrounding us and all the way into the next communities surrounding us. And it is really a spot for a lot of side-by-side ATVs. With that being said, if you are an ATV person, you may already know about this place, but if not, you might want to come here because it's actually pretty cool. We don't do ATVs, but it's still a nice place. Now, one of the biggest cons that I found out about this park is not publicized by the park owners themselves, but it's actually publicized by Coast to Coast. And what Coast to Coast is saying is that this is within the mighty 5 of the national parks in Utah. So with that being said, let me explain that one. You're talking the mighty 5. Arches National Park is 183 miles, almost 3 hours away. Bryce Canyon, 94 miles away. We're talking at least an hour, 40 minutes or longer to get there. 125 miles to Zion, another hour, 47, almost 2 full hours. Canyonlands, 195 miles, a 3-hour trip. And Capitol Reef, which is probably the closest one, 78 miles. So the flyer that I got from Monroe RV Park does not say anything about that. But when you go on the Coast to Coast website, they're boasting that this is nestled in the center of the mighty 5. So unfortunately, no, that's not going to fly. You're not going to stay here and travel to all of those parks. The people who own this place, it's a family, awesome young man and his mother and father. They are just wonderful hosts. They are just going out of their way to help, and I'm guessing, I think they're fairly new owners to the park, but there are some amenities. So unlike a lot of parks you might expect that would be premier, there is no swimming pool. You might expect that, but no pool. There's really no play yard, but there is a barn out here that has a lot of stuff going on in that. Way out there is a chicken coop, and there's also a really nice dog walk area. The grounds are clean. They do have awesome ice cream. If you're familiar with the creamery that is out of the little town south of here, and that would be Beaver. I think it's Beaver. Yeah, it very well known for their ice cream. The big double doors, actually there's like a hall that they rent out. A lot of locals have had parties this week for graduations, and they have a kitchen that connects to that hall. Oh, they're getting ready for something. So you got this nice big hall, and they'll set that up for parties. You got a full service kitchen to use for that as well. They do have shower facility and bathrooms over here. Now it does cost to actually use the shower, but it's a coin operated shower. So these doors are closed right now. People may be using them. There's showers in these. Here's one. So we do have a full shower facility, coin operated for the water for the shower. They do get people who come in from the locals that will use facilities here. Probably one of the better laundromats we've seen in any park anywhere. All brand new machines. In fact, this is a fairly new place, so that's probably why, but we did laundry the other day. Very clean, everything turned out great, And this is open, I believe, 24/7 for the laundromat. So anytime you need to come in and do laundry. They even have a coin machine. And we'll take a look at the little market here. This is a really popular place with the locals for the ice cream, and just everybody knows everybody. It's a small town. It's just awesome to see the interactions. Jordan, who kind of runs the place, he's the son, just such an awesome young man. If you are part of the Coast to Coast, this would be a premier resort. I don't believe they have any extra charges, though we did pay extra because we came in on a holiday weekend. Technically, we should not have been able to have booked, but he gave us an outstanding deal that just worked out so cool. So yeah, we wound up coming in and being able to stay the week over Memorial Day. So the history of this place, the family were dairy farmers, and they had a large dairy, is that a ranch? Dairy farm? Lots of cows. And they wound up selling off the dairy farm, and they bought this place. And they're working on it. They're going to be doing some upgrades to it. But they also have a farm where they grow crops. They work that as well. So he's out there working the farm when he's not here working this place. So he's pretty busy. So as you can see, there's not a whole lot, but what you've got is really good. The spots are nice and wide and very long. So what are we close to? The fact that we are not anywhere near the Mighty Five. There are some sights to be seen around here. Like I said, if you're an ATV enthusiast, you have hundreds of miles of ATV trails to ride. If you are into ancient Native American indigenous people history, just about 15 miles down the road, you would have seen or will see that video where we actually visit the Fremont Native American Indian Museum and State Park. Tons of petroglyphs and pictographs throughout that area, and other artifacts can be found. There are natural hot springs that we'll also be taking a look at, and that is actually just on the edge of town, probably about, 5 minutes away from the campground. Now there's two hot springs to look out for. One of them is called Mystic Springs. It's privately owned. They charge a lot of money. And then the other one is the Red Rock Springs, and that one is free to the public. And they are moderately maintained. But kind of a natural place to hang out and kind of soak a little bit in a non-sulfur mineral hot bath from natural springs. And what else is nearby? Fish Lake is nearby. There's also a fishing pond just up the hill. There's Monroe Canyon, which is a beautiful scenic drive. And there is supposed to be a flower farm somewhere nearby. I don't think we're even going to go look for it, but it's supposed to be pretty spectacular with all the flowers that they grow there. But other than that, there is not a lot in the area. You've got very rural southern Utah. We're not actually far at all from Circleville, where we were at last year with Butch Cassidy's home, boyhood home. And we're also about 30 miles away is Cove Fort, which is an early settlement in the area. It's also a decent place if you're going from point A to point B. But like I said, wide open spaces, very, very cool. But yeah, all this is our space next to us here. So there is plenty of room to spread out a bit if you want to. You're not like opening your window and looking into your neighbor's rig, so. Well, yeah, I'm here with Jordan and Mills, right?
Yep.
And here at the Monroe Canyon RV Park.
Yep.
Yeah, you have been a busy man. You've been working a lot.
I have been.
Yeah, hard to catch them. So you mentioned that you have some future plans that you're going to be doing? Just kind of fill me in a little bit on that.
So we want to, we're going to put in a little petting zoo. That's the main thing that I want.
Oh, nice.
I grew up on a dairy farm, had a bunch of pets growing up, and I kind of want to show kids what I grew up doing.
Fantastic.
So we'll have baby cows, goats, chickens, let kids gather the eggs. So yeah.
So yeah, I saw a lot of kids over at the chicken coop playing around the other day. That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, fantastic. And how long have your family owned this place?
We bought this property in 2019.
Okay.
So this is our second season open, our second real season open.
Yeah.
So it's been in the family since 2019.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed being here with you guys, and looking forward to coming back.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to kind of just any thoughts about
other things we're gonna put in? We want to put in a few fire pits, horseshoe pits, eventually maybe a pickleball court. That's in the farther future.
That is huge right now.
Yeah. And then just awesome things around. We've got a fishing pond right up the road, hot springs that are owned by the city that are free to use.
Saw that this morning.
Lots of ATV trails, bike trails. So yeah, hopefully it'll be something that a lot can enjoy in the future. So
fantastic. So let's get back to the regular part of the video.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be it for this video. So make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell, let you know when we post every Sunday at 2 o'clock. So until next time, safe travels, and we'll see you on the road.